Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome. My name is Richard Cheese, and I want to do a beginner slash brand new player to ESO, Elder Scrolls Online guides. I want to do a series of these. I tried making a video before for a top 5, and bloody 45 minutes long. I was like, oh, I've got to shorten this. But anyway, I'm a new player myself at the time of this video, which is the 27th of January, 2022. If it pops up 5 years later. I'm a new player currently for about a month. And some of the information that I'm going to talk about is stuff that's simple, but stuff that I figured out along the way as well too, that I wish I had known when I first started. So number 1 on this top 5 list of things that new players should know, or that you should be doing, or just however you want to do it. Explore everything on the map. Just run around. When you're new, just run around, make discoveries, kill things along the way. Everything you find. There we go. There's a hickory shield of health. Those 2 plants I picked up before. You'll find things like runestone. There you go. Here's some bugs if you want to go fishing. Let me see if I can find an example around here. Here's a frost troll. A little bit harder to kill. But basically, everywhere on the map, just explore. It doesn't matter level 1 to 30, whatever it might be. I don't know. Just early game. There we go. Got some of that. Awesome. Anything that pops up on your compass up top that you're pretty sure you haven't discovered yet, go and discover it as soon as it pops up. It's going to come in handy. So, you know, I haven't discovered everything in Western Skyrim, which is basically Solitude and Morthal. So the way shrines, I've discovered 16 out of 19. Now these are basically teleport things. Advisable to use to teleport at the way shrine itself, so you're not paying gold to bounce backwards and forwards. But you can't use the way shrine, or you can't travel to it until you've discovered it. So, you know, it's important to just have a look around, go around. If you bump into people, talk to them. Especially if they've got like that little dialogue thing above their heads. Holy shit, nearly killed myself there on that jump. Yeah, one thing I did in my settings, I turned on the names of everything that I found. So from a distance, you know, if there's something special about them, tells me. So you've got an event merchant here, event merchant assistant. This guy here has a quest if I want to pick it up. Let me just travel over here a little bit. This is a handy thing. Here we go. Here's a stable master. This is where you can upgrade the speed and stamina of your horse. There we go. Perfect timing. Look at that. Yeah, so yeah, that's number 1 basically. That's it. Just explore. Grab everything you find. I should preface that with ESO Plus, the membership. I played a week without it, and it was a fucking nightmare trying to manage all my items. What ESO Plus gives you is the craft bag, unlimited storage for crafting materials. Anything that's used for crafting, whether it be weapons, enchanting, armor, clothing, furnishings for a house, fishing material, like fishing bait, you know, anything like that goes straight into there. It's unlimited storage. That way it doesn't clog up your inventory space, which is quite limited. I've upgraded mine a bit to 120. I've also upgraded my bank, which I'll talk about a bit in a second. Well, pretty much right now. So yeah, that's it. Explore, grab everything, talk to people, discover new things, discover places. They all give you experience. Kill everything that you find. It will give you items and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it basically. So let's go on to number 2, which is bag space and bank space. So as I just mentioned, your inventory space starts off quite limited. It's like at 60. It's not. This isn't taking up 8 slots. It's so I've got a bank space now of 120. That's not taking up 8 slots. It's taking up 1 spot. That's only taking up 1 spot. But if I've got 1 of something, that takes up 1. So you see here I've got this 20 crown fortifying meals. That's only taking up 1 spot. But if you go out and adventure for like 2 hours, grabbing things and picking stuff up and whatnot, stealing things too, your inventory space will fill up quite quickly. So I do advise that the very first, save all the gold, save as much gold that you come across as possible, and upgrade your inventory space. Same for your banker. This is like a inventory space reserve. Like you can just drop anything that you want to store temporarily or for a long time. Talk to a banker, you can store it. My bank space is 220, but I can also upgrade it. Currently 28,000 to give me an extra 10 slots. You also get more bank space as an ESO Plus member. I don't know if that's just base or if you weren't a member, if this only gives you 5 extra slots when you upgrade. I don't know this, but yeah, these early game, and I'm a new player myself, like I said. I'm assuming early game is level 1 to 50. After 50, it goes to something like champion points or something like that, CPs. I've seen that in other games I've played in the past, but yeah, I'm assuming early game is like level 1 to 50. Bank space and inventory space, pretty much the only 2 things that you really need to spend money on. Now, I've made a mistake. I wouldn't say mistake, but I was buying houses and stuff like that with gold, and it's like, oh, I got this house and blah, blah, blah. I shouldn't have done that. I could have maxed out all my space by now. Pack merchants. These are the guys who upgrade your backpack space. So it's going to cost me 46,000 to go an extra 10 slots. But I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to just hang on to my cash a little bit. Because I feel like, 120 is a good number at the moment for how I'm playing the game. But yeah, basically, you get that, let's say, to 100, and get your bank space up over 200 as quick as you can. It's not that hard. You're doing a lot of selling of shit you don't need, so you get gold pretty quickly. Also, just touching on the bank space, you'll see most of the stuff that I've got deposited is all stuff that I can research. So I just want to quickly mention that and show that before I go on to number 3 in this top 5, which is deconstruction and research. So let me get up here. when you come across weapons and all that sort of stuff, all these merchants down here, so you can see from up here, there's a leather worker, a weaponsmith and all that. Don't buy weapons from them. It's a waste of money because you can make your own, or you can just find them just by doing quests or just walking around in dungeons and stuff like that. But what I advise, so blacksmithing, woodworking. In there is the clothing desk, which is light armor and medium armor. And in here is an enchanting table. Those 4 things. When you come across stuff that is better than what you've got equipped, just equip it. Everything else, hang on to it and do one of 2 things with it. Deconstruct it or research it for those 4 things I mentioned. So blacksmithing, woodworking, clothing. Chuck jewelry into that, and also enchanting. So any enchanting glyphs that you might find. Don't sell them. Check your research first. So all my stuff that I'm able to research is with my bank. Include banked items. Declick that. It's just what I've got on me. Click that. Frees up space for what you're carrying around, but also lets you research items straight from the bank. My apologies. Weapons and armor. Little toggle things here. Lot of heavy armor that I've got to research still. But I'm a light armor, so this isn't really... I'm just sort of doing this for something to do. Right, so deconstruction. So this is all stuff that I can research. So I don't deconstruct anything I can research. I don't deconstruct it. I hang on to it. You can see there's a lot of stuff here. Blacksmithing that I can research. Let me jump to the woodworking station real quick. No, maybe the clothing station. What I do research are things... not research, let me rephrase that. What I do deconstruct is anything that I can't... anything that doesn't have a research option. So let's deconstruct that. You can do multiple things at a time. What's this? Spider silk hat. Yeah, I'll keep that. This as well. Increased sell value. I ignore that. I don't sell them. I just deconstruct them. There's also another icon. It's like an Omega sort of icon that gives increased inspiration. That's ideally what you want, because that'll give you more stuff from the deconstruction, which I'll show now. Yes, deconstruct these 2 items. Cool. Embroidery, cotton, emerald, moonstone. All stuff needed to, you know, make stuff. Gave me some cotton, which is the base material. The style. So I've unlocked a couple of styles here. Also, all that material and stuff that you find out in the wild too. You need quite a lot of it to make your furnishings for your house and stuff like that too. So if I wanted to right now, I could make a common basket. I'm not going to, because I want to keep all this for like better stuff. But that's what you want. Just collecting everything, deconstruct, get all those materials for the mid and late game. I'm assuming mid and late game. Yeah. So basically, I'll just quickly recap number 2. Don't buy any weapons or armor. Either make it yourself or just use what you can find, because what you find out in the wild, quite a lot of it, it's going to have an enchantment or some sort of trait on it. If you have a look, so I've actually made a lot of mine. I'll start with this because I just found it because it was better than what I had on. The enchantment increases my maximum magicka for spell casting. I'm a necromancer, so pretty important. And the trait is training. So every time I kill something, I get an extra 9% experience. This one here I made. I didn't have training researched for belt sashes. So I had to just take the pick of the bunch that I had on there. There you go, there's something I found. Yeah, here's something I made as well. Again, just increasing my magicka, increasing experience gain from kills. I really tried to go hard on the training as much as possible, just so I can get that experience going quick. But yeah, don't buy anything. Use what you find. Upgrade as you find better stuff. Just chuck it on. Research and deconstruct everything else for the materials. Alright, cool. Number 4 in this list for beginners or super beginners. Kind of like myself. This is all, by the way, this is all stuff that I've kind of figured out. I'm level 37. I've been playing for about a month. Well, we're still in January, so a bit less than a month. So I'm pretty new to the game. But yeah, number 4, skills and skill lines. So if we go back to character, you got attributes. I'm doing like a 3-to-1 ratio because I'm a spellcaster. I don't know if that's good or not, but that's just what I'm doing. But skills, so every time you level up, if I go back here real quick, so when I hit level 38, I'm going to get an attribute and a skill point. And this is all the stuff, so class, necromancer, weapons. This is stuff I've unlocked here. I've unlocked light armor because I use a lot of light armor. World, if you're a thieving shithead. Soul magic, which is like filling. This is handy for filling soul gems, which I'll explain at a later date a little bit more. Guild, Dark Brotherhood Guild, Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, Thieves Guild, Racial. I'm a Breton, so there's a lot of magicka increasement there. And then crafting. Pretty much what I've just figured out in the last 12 hours. It doesn't matter really, all this stuff in the early game, because there are at least one place that I'm aware of where you can give a bunch of gold to a shrine and you can respec yourself later on to something more optimal. Or if you find that oh hey, I'm not using bone armor, you can get rid of that, which I believe I have. I got rid of that. It stayed level up though, which is actually quite good. But anyway, but I just want to quickly touch on 2 things. So let's go to craft. 2 things I advise not getting at all, ever. Keen eye. Basically anything that lets you see something a little bit better. I found it to be a waste because almost everything is easy to see anyway. So that's a wasted skill point. And also these hirelings. So you once a day you'll get messages, system mail from hireling. Oh, here's a bit of timber and maybe a piece of a stone for crafting. Maybe. I reckon they're a wasted skill point. I had them. I was like, oh, this is cool. It's going to give me free stuff. Until I realised, oh, hey, as I'm progressing through the game a little bit, I thought to myself, oh, these are a little bit of a waste. Why don't I take the points out of them and put them into something like this, which lets me make better stuff. Like it lets me make a better a staff or a wooden shield or something like that. If I go to clothing, I took it out of Keen Eye here and Outfitter here. I actually put a couple of points in tailoring, which unlocked Spider Silk, which is the light. Thick leather is the medium. Go back to my character. Where is it? Where's all my shit? items, inventory, sorry. You can see I got a lot of cotton of all the stuff that I made. Now, stuck on cotton for a little while. Could have gone to spider silk. So yeah, I just think these are a waste because you're going to find a lot of stuff anyway, and it's easy to find. So I just wanted to quickly just touch on those two things there. Basically, what I've done here, I don't really switch in the early game. What I've got here, you don't need to min-max everything and all that sort of stuff in the early, because most things are very, very easy to kill. And when you're doing dungeons and stuff like that too, you'll find random players that'll come along and help you out every now and again. They'll probably run off afterwards, but you know, just learn the game, go out, do things. But yeah, if you make a mistake, what I'm trying to say is, don't get too hung up on it. You can respec it later on. But I've kind of respec mine a little bit early once I kind of figured out that some of it's worthless. But what I have focused on recently, and this is what's getting me a lot of gold, is the scrying. So you can use this magical tablet thing that tells you roughly where something of value is, treasure. And then you can go and dig it up out of the ground. I've been trying to pump a lot of points into these two things. And that's sort of what's getting me a lot of gold at the moment. And some pretty good stuff too that I can furnish the house that I stupidly spent a shitload of crowns on, furnished, and then realised, oh, it shouldn't be furnished. Do it unfurnished and furnish it yourself. How you want. But yeah, anyway, that's basically it. Skills and skill lines. Don't get too hung up on it. You can respec it. I'm assuming that the more points that you change around, the more it's going to cost you. Like everything else in this game, it's going to cost you gold. So hoard your gold, buy bank space, buy bag space, and if you make a mistake with your skills, there's a shrine to respec or something like that, whatever it's called. They are there somewhere. It was in some place. Yeah, they're there. Respec it as you see fit. And then number 5, quests. Do a lot of quests. You get, not only does that send you out to explore and kill and get items and get gold and get crafting items and stuff like that. Once it will probably take you somewhere where you can find very specific things like sky shards. It might take you into a direction of way shrine that you haven't discovered yet, and all that. And then once you complete the quest, most of the time when you come back and talk to the person that gave you the quest, you're going to get a reward which includes experience, maybe some items, inspiration, whatever it might be. Which inspiration is just experience for crafting, from what I gather. It's the same thing, but it's kept separate, if that makes sense. Specifically, and then so quests, but what I want to touch on specifically are writs, so daily writs. So you get these little mini quests where you make a potion, a specific potion that it tells you, and then deliver it to the dock or to the loading bay. It'll give you a reward, some inspiration, and whatnot. Now, to be able to do those specific things, this is why it's important to talk to everyone. A dude like this guy here.
Mastery of 3 crafts is its own reward.
You need to do the little quests that people like this guy. I don't know what his actual title is. Maybe he's a writ master or something. I don't know. You do them, and then you can start doing so he'll give you 3. This is for in Solitude specifically, and this bird here will give you the other 3.
Truly, I never expected to master 3 crafts.
Do them once a day. Once you've become proficient from them and you're qualified from them, you've got your TAFE certificate and your PhD and whatnot. then you can hit up these equipment and consumable crafting writs once a day. Good little way to make gold. Good little way to boost your woodworking and jewellery and all your crafting skills. And then you get some rewards as well. Then you've also got your daily job brokers, which will give you a very different job brokers give you different types of quests. So what I figured out, this guy here, he gives me a quest to seek and find. So go and find 3 bear claws or some Spriggan sap or something like that and bring it back to him. Give you a big reward and some experience. This one I'm assuming is a Western Skyrim specific one. It's basically just go and beat a Harrow Storm once a day. This one here sends you to do like a boss fight. If I open up my map, you know, that was Yizamgar. Kill him. There's another one here, Shade Mother. Just there. I've also done Holdrek's Hunting Grounds. Just bumped into a random bunch of people that were there, and I was like, oh, okay, this is perfect time, and let me get in on this fight. Got the win. That's all good. But yeah, that's it. Basically, my top 5. Number 1, recap. Explore, grab everything, and discover as many things as you can on the campaign map. Number 2, deconstruct your weapons, armor. Deconstruct and research. So weapons, armor, light, heavy, medium armor, bows, staves, jewelry, and any enchantment glyphs that you find. Get your research going first. Deconstruct pretty much everything else. Whatever you can still research though, don't deconstruct it. Just put it with a banker, so that you can research it when what you're currently researching has finished. You can just go straight in and just continue that cycle non-stop. Basically, don't buy anything with your gold early game, except for bag space and bank space. That really is all you need to be buying. Number 4, skills and skill lines. Do what you want. Try what you think. See how things work. If you don't like it, there is a place. I found it in... No, it wasn't Deshaun. Vardenfell, no. Oh, far out. Where was it? It took me a while. I haven't been everywhere yet, but you know, I haven't been to this place. Merkmeyer, haven't been there. Fuck. It does exist. I don't know. I can't remember where it was, but basically allocate your skill points as you see fit to see what works. If you don't like it, there is a place. It's a shrine. It's got like 3 shrines. You can redo your attribute points on one. You can redo your skill points on another. Can't remember what the third one does, if anything. But yeah, you can fiddle around with it. You don't have to delete the character and start again if you make a mistake. So that's good. And number 5, just similar to number 1, but a little bit more specific. Do quests that people give you. Do those daily writs once you've got them unlocked and you're able to do them. And do the daily quests as they become available. Oh shit, there's a daily quest available to do. Go and do it. Or attempt to do it so you can learn about it. If you can't do it by yourself, maybe you've got a bunch of friends or something like that. But generally, there'll be a whole bunch of people around, at least in Western Skyrim, in my experience, that'll just jump in and give you a hand if they see you fighting this thing with 2 million health or something like that. So yeah, anyway, that's it. My first top 5 bits of information for new players to ESO, coming from a new player. Hope you enjoy, hope it's informative, and maybe I'll do a number 2. See you later. Bye.